Now everybody knows the children's tale by that ugly duckling whose mama bailed, left him for dead in a cruel world all alone. But I bet you didn't know what that birdie did next, that he hopped the train, headed out west, taught himself about living life on the road. Well, you can tell the folks in town, bird cowboys come round, wearing newt skin boots and a 22 teaspoon hat. He rolls in without warning, and he's gone before the morning, riding on his trusty alley cat. It was a quiet night, except for cricket's song. The sun was low and the shadows long, when he rolled into Rio Seco with a score to settle. When he waddled on into the town saloon, the band piped down and the gamblers crooned, "Isn't every day see a ducky pack at six-shooting medal?" Birdie didn't mind no sideways talk, and he ordered himself a worm on the rocks. Then he held up a poster of a fella named Billy Bang. The poster said, "Wanted, dead or alive," and he asked if seen Billy's rotten hide. The air got stale and nobody said a thing. Then when he moseyed on out the bar, he met a white-winged dove underneath the stars, and she said, "Pleased to meet you, I'm Susie Brown. You ought to know if you're gonna linger, Billy's got this place wrapped around his finger. If I were you, I'd go ahead and get on out of town." Before he could form a polite reply, he heard rumbling hooves and an awful cry, and in rode Big Bad Billy like a real McCoy. Billy hooted and hollered at what he saw. Birdie stood firm, fixing a draw, when he heard Susie yelling, "Look out behind, cowboy!" He turned to find Billy's five-man gang, all aiming him down with pieces in hand, but when they started shooting, that birdie just danced. Then he pulled his Colt out, lightning fast, fanned the hammer in a single pass, and shot all five them back-shooting crooks out, flat. He spun to face the man from the poster, and before Billy's gun even cleared his holster, the last birdie bullet flew clean through the outlaw's heart. Then he waddled on up to Miss Susie, smitten. "If it weren't for you, I'd be shredded chicken. You want to make it even? Buy me a drink to start." But before she could blink, he disappeared, left a letter that read, "Susie dear, I thank you much, and I think you're awful kind. But the truth is, life's been cruel to me. Whatever love I find turns tragedy, and all I know is to leave and be left behind. So if you ever find yourself in an outlaw gang or a bad man west of the Rio Grande, you ever fit the day a poquito feo flies by. Because they say the early bird gets the worm, but this bird comes late and he brings the work. Loaded in a 45 Colt about half his size. Well, you can tell the folks in town, bird cowboys come around, wearing newt skin boots and a 22 teaspoon hat. He rolls in without warning, and he's gone before the morning, riding on his trusty alley cat.